Hey people, how you doing? Welcome to the special stream from North Bay, my hometown, with Megan. And it's also a special day because it's Megan's birthday today. That's right. So we're in my hometown of North Bay to celebrate Megan's birthday. And we're looking at my old school that I went to when I was a kid. I went here from grade 3 to grade 6, E.W. Norman Public School. So I hope you're all doing well. It's a nice day today. Yesterday was miserable and horrible weather-wise. Today is downright lovely. And I see I've already got a super chat here. Robert Parker, $20. Wowee, something to treat my sweetheart. Oh, isn't that nice? Thank you.
Robert.
Thank you very much, Robert. That is very kind.
That can be my birthday dinner.
Yeah, we're going to go to dinner later on to Greco's, my favorite restaurant here in town. So let's see who we have in the chat. Let's see, Ali from Iraq, how you doing? Scott Briggs is here. Hello, hello. Hello, Shannon, how you doing? I like to walk. Vivian Johnson, of course. How you doing? Hunter Stewart Hobbies. Alan K, what is up? Picard, engage. So this stream is obviously starting earlier than most streams that I've been doing of late, but we have some stuff we want to do later and we want to make sure we have enough time. Hey, Hunter Stewart Hobbies, Toronto's Do Up Music Guy, Wesley Torres, Jenny is here, hello, and Whitby Dude, John Nicholson, good to see you all, Harjot, Mayan, hello, how you doing? So we're going to walk from here in the Birchaven neighborhood, which is in the east side of North Bay, and we're going to walk all the way downtown. We're going to be passing by a former childhood home of mine on the way, and then a couple other old apartments of mine that are downtown. Hey, Undone Sums. And I think it's around 20 degrees. It might get up to around 23 or so.
Yeah, it's nice. It's much nicer.
Yeah, it's a nice day. Nice breeze. Sort of partly cloudy, partly sunny, either way you want to say it. Hey, Bill Chow, how you doing? So I'm going to try and walk along the path that I used to take when I went to school here, when I was going home.
Alright, your old walk home.
My old walk home. Let's see if I can still do it. Have we been to the mall? Yeah, actually we just were at the mall. We did actually a little video in the mall, so that'll be coming up. And check out the escarpment over there. Yeah.
Is it weird to be back at your old elementary school?
It's a little weird, yeah. Longyear, I know exactly where that is, yep. I think that's still, is it still there? It might have changed names, but I think the company is still there in some form or another. So this was the drawback of going to this school. This was how it was. There was no like playground, you know what I mean? Yeah. And then years later they did build a playground right there, long after I was gone. But now it's gone. Like, what happened to it? So this was our school playground here. We just basically run up and down the asphalt. We'd roll down the hill here sometimes to entertain ourselves. I used to play marbles here.
Really?
Yeah, like right around here we would play marbles. There used to be a sandy spot. And we'd fight over our marbles because whenever you lost a marble, you know, that was unacceptable.
Yeah.
Yeah. Marge, how you doing? Hey, Divyesh. Yeah, we're going down memory lane a bit here. Hey, the Standing Bear, $20. The Dark Knight walks in North Bay now, that's right. Lunch on you, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Yeah, I hope you do get back up to Martin Lake. That's a beautiful area, especially in the fall. So very much appreciated, the Standing Bear.
Yeah, North Bay must be really pretty in the fall.
Oh yeah, for sure. Like that escarpment over there?
Yeah, with all the colors.
Yeah. So we're walking through my old route from school to home. So this fence over here has an opening, or it used to. Hopefully it still does. If not, we'll have to backtrack.
Go around, yeah.
Yeah. Looks like it's still there. Okay, good.
I'm sure the kids still use it
Yeah.
to get home from school.
Yeah, I mean, they must, right? Hey, Natasha, how you doing? And upstate New York Bob, what is up? We haven't run into the Palmers, no. Maybe they'll track us down during the stream, perhaps?
Stream single.
Yep. Hey, Antares, hello. So there was always a nice little stream here. There used to be like a little creek where all these big weeds are over here. And I would play there a lot because the water was usually running pretty good, and I'd make little dams and things like that.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
The things kids do to entertain themselves.
Yep. And it's really bright, so my apologies if I missed some chats here and there. It's hard to see the screen right now. If this was yesterday, we'd have no trouble because it was completely overcast.
Yeah.
So this is the route. It's still all the same. Hey, Davy Bukaj. That's right. I'm back up in the old hometown here. So my friend from way back when, this kid I used to hang out with, used to live right here at 312.
Did you ever go over to his house?
Oh, all the time, yeah. And then I had another friend who just lived right up here. 314, I think. I might be off 1 or 2 units here, but basically right around here. Hey, Frank, $5 super sticker. Thank you very much, Frank. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to North Bay, the old hometown. This is about a 3-hour drive north of the Toronto area. And this is my old townhouse complex here. This is where I lived. My unit is just right up ahead.
You're lucky that you lived so close to your school. When I was in elementary school, they had to bus us across town.
Really? Yeah.
Yeah, because there were no schools in my neighborhood.
We used to just call that the green thing.
The green thing?
Yeah. And there's another one over there. Another green thing.
Yeah,
And that rock has been there the entire time. So this is 332 Lavaz. This is where I used to live.
That was your old house?
Yeah.
Aw.
So that was my bedroom window right there, and that was
Aw.
Melissa's bedroom window right there. That's the dining room window. And then you walk in, and then you go through, and then there's sliding doors that will take you out to the back, where there's like a backyard, you know. So this is it, and we were friendly with our neighbors here. And I had a friend who lived at the very end unit also. So I had lots of friends, just minutes, like 1 minute walk away, you know.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
You'll hang out at friends'
So
places.
332 Lavaz. I still remember the layout of this place. You know, it's just imprinted into my brain.
So how old were you when you lived there?
So I lived here from the age of, I guess, when I turned 8. I had just turned 8 when we moved here, and we moved away when I was 12. I might have still been 7, but then I turned 8 soon after. So let's just say 7 to 12 I lived here, because when we moved I was closer to 13. So a good 5 years, yeah. Oh, we can see who lives there now. I think I just saw another super chat. Upstate New York Bob, $5. Enjoy the day. All the best to you and Megan. Thank you. Thank you very much, Upstate New York Bob. Very much appreciated. Hey, I used to live there where you live, like 35 years ago. Yeah, when I was a kid, yeah. Yeah, in that same unit, yeah. Yeah, so we're just in town visiting. I just came back to look at the old neighborhood, you know, yeah. Yeah. I still remember the layout, like, it's imprinted in my mind, yeah. The green thing. Hey, John O'Meara's here. Nico Tommy is here. Hello. Raja Fam, what's up? And another super chat from Neville 6000, $10. Enjoy a good lunch on me, a reward for showing us around my old hometown and house.
Oh, thank you.
Yes, thank you very much, Neville. We very much appreciate it. I'm glad you're enjoying. And I also had a friend who lived right in this end unit here. It was actually a girl I had a crush on who lived right there. Yeah. So the street straight ahead is called Lavaz Road, which technically is the address of where I was living also. And my best friend at the time, Sean, lived up there at the end of Lavaz Road.
It's cool that all your friends are so close by.
Yeah. I guess we can cross. There's an actual sidewalk.
Yeah.
So this is Wickstead. So this area is all these townhouse units, as you can see. Do we play street hockey? I never was big into street hockey, but I used to do all kinds of crazy stuff, you know, when I was a kid. I used to go around with a tennis racket and tennis balls, just batting them all over the place, and baseball, and everything except street hockey, I guess, you know? Yeah, I don't know why I never really did street hockey. So, the old neighborhood. So we're going to make our way over to a main street that will take us into downtown.
Is that Beaver Road?
Where?
Okay.
No.
Oh, Barber.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, wow. He's not even from around here.
And this is the neighborhood convenience store. It used to be called the Pinto when I was a kid, but now it's got a new name. For your convenience, that's what it's called now. Pinto is better. Does North Bay have a Blockbuster? Well, it did.
Nowhere has a Blockbuster anymore.
Yeah, oh yeah, I did have a Blockbuster, Smitty. It had more than one, actually. Hey, Jenny, $5. Buy Megan a coffee for her birthday. Thank you very much, Jenny. Yeah, we're going to be hitting up Greco's later on.
I definitely need a coffee.
Yeah. And Jill, hello. Thank you very much. Watching from Liverpool.
Nice.
Never thought I'd have Liverpool and North Bay combined in one simultaneous thing, you know, like.
Yeah, Yeah, especially Liverpool.
The Beatles' hometown
And your
and my hometown, yeah. So the last few times I came to North Bay, I never actually made it out to this part of town, so it's kind of neat being around here.
This is your first time in a while?
In a long time, yeah.
Wow. Alright.
Hey, Robert Saberwall, hello. I won't argue with that, Bill Chow. Not to stay, we're leaving tomorrow morning. Back to Toronto, Mark.
Yeah. Yeah, our bus is like pretty early tomorrow too.
Yeah, very early.
It leaves at 6:15.
Yeah. Way too early.
Cause like I gotta be back in Toronto in time to like catch the train back to Guelph. And all the buses that leave North Bay later in the day would get me into Toronto too late to catch the train back to Guelph. So it was like complicated trying to line up those two schedules. But we did it. We just have to get up a bit early.
Alright, this is Trout Lake Road, so we're going to follow this all the way back downtown. It changes names. Becomes Castle Street.
Oh, this turned into Castle Street?
Yeah.
Oh, so we basically just did one big circle, essentially.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yep.
Alright.
That's right, I'm in the Bay.
The Bay of North.
Yep. Hey, very welcome. Yeah, nostalgia is always a nice thing, you know?
It is.
Yeah. Hey, True Tech. What's beyond the trees? Behind here, there's just another neighborhood called Graniteville. We'll see it in a moment. We're going to go over this railway bridge here. And then we'll get a better look at that neighborhood. Hey, Gustavo, hello. I'll show you in a second. Captain Ken of the North. And there you can see the Graniteville area.
There's like a big tower thing on the escarpment.
That's the ski lift.
Oh.
There's like an observation tower on top of the hill. But then there's a ski hill there also. So the ski lift goes all the way down the hill, you know? Yeah. Hey, David's Life, how you doing? So anytime you want to stop at a store to get a drink or something, you know, by all means. Yeah.
I might get another coffee once we get closer to downtown.
Yeah.
But I just want to get one like now, because then I'll have to pee.
Right.
And then if there's nowhere to pee, it's going to be a stress.
Right.
I can just see the stress coming, so we're going to avoid that.
Okay.
And I will get my coffee when we are in close vicinity of many bathrooms.
Okay.
I have planned this all out already. I already had like 2 coffees this morning at breakfast, and then I came back upstairs and like promptly fell asleep again.
Really? Yeah. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
obviously I'm back to my caffeine does nothing, but I drink it to stave off the 2 p.m. headache baseline.
Right.
It was so weird, like being off coffee for a year and a half, and then that first sip that I had of coffee after a year and a half of nothing was like the most magical time. It was just like I took that sip of coffee and was like, oh, my depression is gone. Like it just has vanished. And then I didn't realize how depressed I was for an entire year and a half, 18 months of no coffee, and I was like, that's why I've been depressed. I've had caffeine withdrawal.
Stay off the caffeine, kids.
Yes, don't get into that.
Smitty, it's kind of hit and miss. Some parts are decently walkable, closer to downtown with proper sidewalks and all that. But then you don't have to go very far where that just disappears and there's no sidewalks or they're in terrible condition.
Yeah.
So it's hit and miss. Stick to downtown and you'll probably be all right.
Downtown is so cute. I'm so excited to like explore more of downtown. It was so cute. We walked through yesterday. It was just like so picturesque, even in the rain. And then there was this shop downtown. It looked like a thrift store or a pawn store. And there was a pair of cowboy boots in the window. And I'm gonna go see if it's still there, because if they are and they fit me, I'm gonna get them. I was having dreams about those cowboy boots last night. So we're on a mission to see. But yeah, I was just like, holy, it was so cute. And there was like a little plant store downtown. It was adorable. Like, it's so picturesque. Hashtag aesthetics.
Well, they do film lots of Hallmark movies here, so.
I can see why. It's really cute. It looks like an old town, and like, you know, if you were to go to like a quaint part of like the Northeast, you know, and there's like an old town in Maine or something,
Yeah.
and it's like, it's what North Bay looks like downtown. It's so cute.
Yeah, Highway 11 goes through North Bay, yes. So does Highway 17, the Trans-Canada Highway. They sort of intersect here, actually.
Does the Trans-Canada Highway go through Toronto?
No.
It doesn't?
Nope. Not the main route, not the main Trans-Canada Highway route.
Does it like go around?
The Trans-Canada goes like through Ottawa and then through North Bay and Sudbury and Sault Ste. Marie and Thunder Bay.
Oh, so it like doesn't even go into Southern Ontario?
No, not the main direct route of the Trans-Canada, no.
There's a highway that goes from Alaska. It's the Pan American Highway. It goes from Alaska all the way down to the southern tip of Argentina. And people drive that. I've always wanted to take a road trip down the Pan American Highway. And it goes through Panama, like through the canals and stuff. And when I was in El Salvador in high school, we drove it from like one end of El Salvador to the other on the Pan American Highway. And like obviously it was just like a short, like, you know, it only takes like a few hours to drive from one end of El Salvador to the other. But like it was just really cool. It's like, oh, stretch of highway literally connects Alaska to Argentina. It's really neat. Like imagine like getting an RV and just like committing to living in the RV for like 6 months and then just driving down the Pan American Highway. Like what an awesome trip that would be.
Right.
You would see so much shit. Like it would be so cool.
When I was a kid, there was an awesome restaurant at the base of this building. There's no restaurants there now. There used to be all retail at the bottom of this building.
Really?
And it was called Seven Seas. It was like a seafood restaurant, but they had milkshakes for some reason that I would go just to get the milkshake, right?
It sounds really good.
Really good milkshakes, yeah. So the population of North Bay is about 56,000 as of the latest census estimate, which has actually gone up. It's gone up a few thousand over the last 5 years.
So it's like a third of the size of Guelph.
Yeah. And the North Bay census agglomeration, which includes some surrounding outlying suburban or satellite areas, has about 77,000 people. Hey, hello from Brazil. Welcome to the stream.
From Brazil.
Yeah. Welcome to a place you probably never thought you'd see.
North Bay, Ontario.
That's right.
This looks like a cool grocery store.
Yeah, we'll be going to the Waterfront Whitby Dude later on. No, there's no train to North Bay anymore, but they are talking about reinstating it. That was the Northlander train. It was discontinued years ago.
It would be nice if there was a train here.
Yeah.
Because yeah, the bus ride was like it was a comfy bus. There was like bathrooms and the seats were comfy. It was like, you know, it was a comfy ride, but it was just long.
Right.
And it stops in like every little town between Toronto and North Bay. So like we stopped in like Gravenhurst and Bracebridge and Perry.
Every
no,
place.
not Perry Sound.
We stopped in every place.
Everywhere. Yeah.
Yeah, this was never here before. This.
Yeah, that looks like a cool grocery store.
That was an old rundown building before with some other stuff.
It's getting gentrified.
Yeah.
The gentrification in Toronto is so strong. It's like bleeding out here.
Right. The frequency of the Northlander, I think it was like once a day, or at least when it was about to die, it was around once a day. I'm sure earlier it was more frequent than that. Yeah, we did take North Bay Transit to get out here from the mall, though. So there is a functional transit system. Costs $3. Cheaper than the TTC. But obviously not nearly as useful as the TTC, but
well, it's not, like the TTC's not that much. It's what, $3.75 now?
$3.35, I think.
Oh, no,
yeah.
okay, so it's only 35 cents more.
Yeah.
Guelph Transit is like $3.75.
Wow.
It's like, why would I do that? Why would I? And like the buses come like once every hour. Guelph Transit. So it's like I'm not paying almost $4 to miss my bus. Like,
right.
No.
Well, we didn't meet Tim Horton. He's no longer with us, unfortunately, but he did spend some time here in North Bay, the famous Tim Horton.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's the North Bay Jail across the street. Oh. But Tim Horton opened his first ever restaurant in North Bay, you know.
Really?
Except it wasn't a donut shop, it was a hamburger place. It was called Tim Horton's Charbroiled Hamburgers. Yeah.
It's interesting that like Tim Hortons now doesn't offer hamburgers as part of their menu.
I know,
like,
right?
That's like a heritage thing for them.
Yeah.
I had an idea for a business earlier. I'll run it by you guys in the chat, see what you think. But I was getting ready this morning and I realized that like the hotel sink was really small. Like the sink itself was big, but there was like no counter space around the sink. And then I realized that like every hotel that I've ever stayed at has like this tiny little bit of counter space, and like no, like the sink takes up the whole counter, and then you have this tiny like 2-inch rim of counter around it. And I was like, this is not conducive to like women and femme presenting people, because like, where are you supposed to put your makeup brushes? Like, so I had to like spread out my makeup brush roll on the toilet seat, and I was like, there's no space for like all my toiletries and my makeup. And then I was like, I said to Ken, like, this clearly was not designed by a woman, like I can tell. And then I thought, what a cool idea to have a hotel that was designed by women for women, and like obviously men can stay there too, but like everything in the hotel is like women friendly. Like there's really, really big counter spaces in all the bathrooms, and like there's little places where you can like clean your makeup brushes, and like each bathroom has free tampons and pads and like little sanitizers for your Diva cups that you can use. And like I thought that would be such a cool idea. And like all the rooms have double locks for like extra safety, and like the gym is like women only at certain hours, so you can work out and feel safe. And then like the hotel restaurant would have like vegan, keto, paleo, like vegetarian friendly options, gluten-free options. So whatever like diet you're on, you've got like, you're covered. There'd be like a smoothie bar with organic fruit, like fresh fruits and vegetables. What an awesome idea. Anyways, if I had $1 billion, that's what I would do with it.
All right, you heard it here first, folks.
It's a hotel designed by women for women.
Yeah. So you remember that, Rob? I'm not sure what you're referring to. The jail? Oh, the sun is just beating down right now.
Yeah, there's no shade.
Yeah, no shade.
Coming up to a shady area in a minute.
I think yesterday Meghan was convinced North Bay didn't have nice summer weather.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, well, no wonder you can't stand the heat if you grew up with
Right.
like 13 degrees in the summer. And Ken was like, no, we have normal summers. This is not normal.
Yeah. Hey, XXXXX. How you doing?
Nice name, by the way.
It's actually XXXXXX.
Love it.
Yeah.
Love that for you.
So we're walking along Trout Lake Road, a very long road that leads eventually to the North Bay Bypass, which is Highway 1117, where the Trans-Canada Highway is. So we're going to walk right past the Trans-Canada Highway, and then it becomes Castle Street, which will take us into downtown. Hey, Missy Demeanors, how you doing? But we'll be passing by something really cool on Castle Street. I did a video of it earlier, but we'll get another look at it here in the stream.
The crazy house.
Yep. Oh, look at.
Oh. That's kind of neat. This little box statue in there.
Yep. Yeah, we heard about, or we saw how the house next door has now been added on. Yeah, there's a crazy house up ahead that we're going to walk past. That's the only way to describe it. It's actually two crazy houses now.
It's bananas, and I love it.
Yeah. So, if you're thinking this is kind of dull, walking along here on Trout Lake Road, don't worry. You'll see something pretty cool. Hey, Advisorate, how you doing? Says hi, Megan.
Hello.
Mike LaRusso, hello, how you doing? Christos. There's a North Bay Transit bus. Hey, Chatty Cathy.
Hello.
Oh, I'm hot. I'm very hot now. Lots of traffic for a small place, right?
Yeah, there's a lot of cars here. Like, a lot.
Yeah, like, where are they all going?
Yeah, even when we were close to the mall, it was like an awful lot of cars.
Yeah. This is also a highway, though. Highway 63. Trout Lake Road becomes Highway 63, and it goes to Quebec. It goes to Temiskaming, Quebec.
Oh, that's probably where all these people are going now.
Hey, Mary T. Hello. Oh, thank you very much. Or just Mary, sorry. Thank you very much, Mary. She says it's never boring if she's walking with us. So,
Oh, I think so. Glad we're entertaining.
But even I kind of feel bored along this stretch here. You know what I mean?
It's just like
yeah, it's just a long stretch of nothing, pretty much. Yeah.
It feels a little like walking down Kipling.
Right.
You know, when you walk from like the stockyards. Oh, lovely. It's got a face full of sand.
Yeah. Lots of transport trucks pass through North Bay.
Yeah.
So, trucks, and trucks galore, basically.
Trucks. Even more trucks. Yeah. So what was I saying? Never mind. It's fine. It wasn't important.
Josephine Halligan, this is North Bay. It's my hometown. Guelph is Megan's hometown.
Yes.
And this is my hometown.
Well, technically Toronto is my hometown.
Wow, you know what I mean.
That's where I was born. That's where I lived.
That's where you grew up. Yeah.
But Guelph is where my parents live.
Yeah.
That has nothing to do with me.
Well, I mean, I wasn't born here either, but I still consider it my hometown, right?
That's true. But you lived here like most of your life growing up.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I only lived in Guelph for like 11 years of my growing up.
Right.
So I moved there when I was like 7 and I left when I was 18, so...
That's your entire childhood, basically, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we just basically made one big circle.
Yep. Is that right, Jenny? Yeah. So
that's how that goes north?
That goes back up towards our hotel.
Oh, okay. So that's where Cochrane and Sudbury...
Yeah, well, that goes west, and then there's another off-ramp that will take you north.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Because Sudbury is north of here, right?
Sudbury is west, northwest.
Northwest.
But mostly west.
I remember once, like, years and years ago, I went camping in Killarney in the summer, and we climbed up that big peak there, and you could see Sudbury, like, off in the distance.
Oh, wow, yeah.
Yeah.
And Neville wants to know, why did you move away from Toronto back to Guelph?
Because of COVID.
Yeah.
And also, like, Toronto, like, rents were getting really expensive, and I just couldn't afford it anymore. It was more of a like necessity versus like this is like something I would choose to do of my own volition kind of thing.
Mike, I was born in a town called Wallaceburg. That's in southwestern Ontario.
That's near like the border to Detroit, right?
It's close to the Michigan border, yeah. Just very close to Detroit and Chatham and Windsor, in that area. So that's where I was born. Although I only lived there as a baby, really.
You don't remember it at all?
No, not living there, no.
But you remember like going to visit, right?
Oh yeah. Rob wants to know if you've ever been to band camp. Band camp.
I have never been to band camp.
That's a negative. So here's the mall over here, Northgate Shopping Center. So we were just there before we started the stream.
Yeah, it's just on the big circle.
Yep. So you'll see a nice little walking tour of the mall in a future video. And now we're on Castle Street. So that was the Trans-Canada Highway we just crossed. Right behind me here. Highway 11 and 17 as it passes through North Bay. It's also called the North Bay Bypass because it bypasses the core of the city. Yeah. Is the mall worth it? Well, I mean, it's just a typical mall, really.
Yeah, I mean,
it's definitely handy for all the stuff you would expect it to be handy for. And look, a new building on the rise over there. Look at that. Construction in North Bay. It's fairly tall. I mean, you know.
What do you think it'll be?
It's going to be a new old age home. Castle home. Looks like about 7 floors or so that I can see.
Is that like, is the population of North Bay aging?
Oh yeah. There's like tons of retirement homes and things like that. Oh yeah.
Yeah, because like if the schools are closing down and they're building new retirement homes, that like says a lot about the demographic.
Oh yeah, yeah. Like the college and university students are really that all there is that inject a lot of younger people into town, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And North Bay is home to Nipissing University and Canada College. They're two of the biggest employers in the city now. And the cannabis stores have made their way up to North Bay. There's quite a few of them here, actually. Are you wearing comfortable shoes, Megan?
I am.
Yep, she's wearing comfortable shoes. Yeah. There's the new building, Castle Home. There was an old building there that they tore down, replacing it with the new one. You went to Canada, did you, Mike?
Oh, cool.
Yeah. I went to Nipissing. I'm a Nipissing alumnus. Not that that means anything to me.
You took the general arts degree, right?
Liberal arts, yeah. Let's cross to the other side. We'll just switch it up a bit. We've been walking on this side for a very long time. Your mother-in-law was in the old castle home. Wow.
Oh, interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, so you have a connection.
Yeah. Graduated in 2017. That's awesome. Man. This light is turning red. Yeah. If you don't press the buttons around here, you'll never get anywhere. Do you want to just jaywalk? Yeah.
Issues jaywalking. They'll like walk into the middle of oncoming traffic and be like, oh, they'll stop. Like,
right.
It's just like, what? No? What if they don't?
Alright, so now we're coming into the older part of town. So this will lead us right into downtown. This is where the houses start to look, you know, a little more old and charming, like this one.
Yeah, that's a cool house.
Yeah.
Look at that one with the like little flower pots on the outside.
Oh yeah.
It looks very German, even with the two like matching flower pots, and just like look how like perfect the lawn is. For sure, German people live there 1000%.
Yeah.
Yep. I recognize my kind. There's like a weird thing, like in Germany, there's like people have like a weird thing about like keeping up your lawns. Like my Oma will like kill herself trying to keep her lawn perfect. No matter how many times you tell her like, oh my, no one cares about that here, it's fine. She'll be like, no. She'll like be out there with like scissors making sure every blade of grass is perfectly even. But apparently
I was just going to say, this is a brand new bridge here over Chippewa Creek. Chippewa Creek. This passes through much of North Bay, winds its way all down from north to south. And up ahead is Chippewa Street, which runs beside Chippewa Creek. And my old high school was called Chippewa High School, and that's north up Chippewa Street.
Are we gonna pass it?
No. Hey, Clayton Crawford's in the chat. It's 20 bucks for both of us for an afternoon and cool drinks. Thank you. Thank you. Very much appreciated, Clayton. Yeah, cool drinks sound good right now, I have to admit, you know. I hope you're enjoying a look at North Bay. I'm sure you've seen some of my older videos where I was in town, but it's been a couple of years. So my high school is straight up there, about 3 blocks up.
That's where you got up to all your hijinks?
Yeah. Once we get to the waterfront, they might have some little truck stand things, you know, where you can get like, yeah, whatever. Or even ice cream or something like that. Maybe, I'm not sure. They usually did in the summer though.
That'd be neat.
Yeah. Yeah. This is a pretty elaborate birdhouse. Duke Street. And the next street is Princess Street, and that's the street I used to live on from age 12 to 23. So Megan and I did a video before this, walking past my old place of residence there on Princess Street.
Go check it out.
It was cool to see that place again. I was there last time though, I was in town, but it's still fun to walk by the old place, you know? Yeah. Hey, the analog kid. Oh, and I just noticed Brad Palmer's in the house. Hey, Brad.
Hey, Brad. We're in here.
I didn't see if Marie was here. And Boom Productions is here. Hello. Yeah, like I was saying, it's kind of hard for me to see the screen here, so I'm missing some chats, so I apologize for that. That used to be a corner store there across the street.
Oh, really?
That's where all the kids from my other old school, Centennial, which was right up there, would come on lunch break to grab their chips and pop or whatever they wanted.
Yeah, it's really like a genius business idea, opening up a convenience store close to our high school.
Yeah, yeah.
We had one right across the street from our high school as well.
Yeah.
And it was the same thing. They cleaned up every day at lunch because we'd go and like spend our babysitting money on like chips and pop and snacks, and it's a good idea.
Yeah. Like, there's still kids in school near these former stores in some cases, so what happened? Kids just don't want to go to corner stores anymore, I guess? I don't know. Almost all the old corner stores are gone. Hey, quad mods. Here's some rocks here.
Yeah, I was just thinking, I don't see any like places where you get them. You need like a little bit of a cave.
Oh yeah, okay. Yeah. Oh, calm down, son.
Yeah. So weird that this was like a mountain.
Yeah. It's a big church up on a hill. Yeah, the Canadian Shield is all around us here. North Bay is built on top of it.
Yeah, it kind of stops once you hit like where would you say is like the southernmost?
Just south of Muskoka,
Right.
is where it ends. Yeah.
And then southern Ontario is like all farmland.
Yeah.
And you can tell when you've like hit the border of the shield because the farmland disappears and you just got these giant rocks covered in pine trees.
Yeah.
And that's when you know.
You had the best coffee of your life in North Bay.
Really? Where? Where?
Megan wants to know where, quad mods.
No, tell me where.
Yeah, where?
I will go there immediately. Where is the place?
And Clayton wants to know, how's your channel doing?
Oh, well, I haven't posted a video in like a long time. I don't know. I kind of post things as I feel like it, and I just haven't felt like it in a long time.
This is a new apartment building. This used to
Is
be
it?
an old rundown house. Like
It
a
looks-
really rundown house. Like it was all falling apart.
Is that like a whole house, or did they just get rid of the building?
They just got rid of the house completely. Yeah. Mhm.
It looks like the architecture in Birchaven.
Right.
All the buildings. If you go like walk through Birchaven, all the buildings kind of look like that.
Hey, Mike Landry, $5. Hello, Ken and Megan. Hello, Mike, and thank you very much for the
Thanks, Mike.
$5.
Thank you.
We'll put that towards our night out tonight. We're gonna hit up Greco's. what I think is the best restaurant in town. And now we're coming into more of the core area. Things start to get a little more built up looking. I mean, by North Bay standards anyway. Yeah.
Where's the lake? Is it
A little more commercial, I guess I could say. Yeah, the lake is straight ahead. Yeah, well, better watch out. These cars just go, they just go straight.
Yeah, they really don't watch for pedestrians.
No.
It was like in Vancouver. Remember we almost got run over a few times?
Yeah.
Like the middle of Vancouver.
I know, that was surprising for a place like Vancouver, but yeah. Hey, thank you, Michelle. Yeah, we're having a nice time so far. And this used to be the original location of Colonel Hoagie's.
Is that place?
Colonel Hoagie's Subs was located here way back when, like in the 80s.
Now it's that diner across from here.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that puppy. Does that puppy belong to someone?
Where? Oh, I don't know.
Is that?
Maybe it's the guy's dog, the guy who lives there. And the Circle K, this used to be a Max, and before that a Mike's Milk. I'm just dating myself as I walk along and go, geez, like 40 years ago, this was this other thing.
Well, things do change.
But look at across the street.
That's pretty cool. Oh yeah, there's a dude there.
Look at. So we're gonna walk past here. I already did a video earlier, kind of getting a better look at this. That's the guy right there. That's him.
Yeah, hopefully that's his dog.
Yeah. So we'll just get another quick look here, but I talk about it a lot more in the video that I recorded, so I won't do that again right now. If you want to know some history and information about what you're seeing here, check out the upcoming video. If we can cross the street.
Well, why don't we get it from the other side of the street? Because you can see more of it.
Yeah, well, we're good. Let's just go. Okay, pal.
Jeez. I guess he's in a hurry.
So you can see the property starts over here. Look at this. There's like a snowmobile there. Got like a traffic light. There's a traffic light up there. Is the city okay with this? No, the city is not okay with this. Hey, Robert Grazanio, how you doing? So yes, come to North Bay and behold Behold the stuff. All of the stuff. And now it's extended to this house too. Yep. That was a thing. So that's at the corner of Castles and 7th if you're ever in North Bay and you want to come and check it out.
Okay, there's an Emma e-bikes here.
Oh yeah.
I have one of those in college.
Right. And a games and hobbies store here.
Oh, there's a workshop? Are they open? No, they're closed. Oh, I would have loved to have gone in there. Oh well. There's a crystal store.
Oh yeah.
Oh, what are their hours?
He's just like sleeping there like that. How does he not fall over? Gee. Hey, Chris S. Do I recommend living in the core? Well, I mean, I always did when I lived here. I always preferred it. I mean, I would recommend it. I mean, some people would say, oh, it's so sketchy now and all that, but I think that's really overstated. Yeah, I would recommend living near the core. That's where all the nice old neighborhoods are, and the nice old houses, and the waterfront, and, you know, downtown. Even if it's dead now, at least it's still there and easy to walk to. I'm not sure what was up with that guy back there. He was just sort of taking a nap, but he was standing up, leaning on his bike.
Yeah, I wanted to ask him if he was okay, but I'm always afraid to approach.
Yeah, they might just go, blah,
yeah.
You know, or yeah.
Or punch me or something. I don't know.
Yeah. This is a new building. This used to be a couple of old rundown houses. At least some of the old rundown houses are being replaced with some substantial new buildings, anyway. Yeah.
It's a nice building too.
Yeah. Trendy thrifter. Right, Megan's going to take a look at the trendy thrifter. Oh, I can feel air conditioning coming out of here. Or maybe not. Actually, there's no air conditioning, so I'll stand out here. Hey Marie, yeah, we just walked past the crazy house, yeah. And now we're outside of the trendy thrifter. Megan's inside checking it out. The Grand Canyon. Now, let's see if we can find the North Bay Grand Canyon. It must be somewhere around here. Scott, it most definitely gets cold enough. There's a ski hill in town, actually. It's like a decent ski hill for being right in the middle of town. And yes, snowboarding and all that. What's that?
I said you should vlog my salon. Come on and vlog it.
Oh yeah? I will.
You want to?
Lavish Lounge Salon and Spa. There we go.
Yes.
Castle Street.
The only place you can get your hair done with curly, well,
Yeah.
if you have curly hair, we specialize in it.
All right, you heard it here first, people. If you have curly hair needs in North Bay, come here. What's the address?
905 Castle.
905 Castles.
You
All
want to
right.
come in and take a look?
I'll take a quick peek. I'm just waiting for my girlfriend in the store next door.
Okay.
So here we are.
We do it all. Spa,
Yeah.
laser hair removal,
Oh, right on.
lashes.
Yeah, very nice. Very nice. So you can find this. This is a live stream. It's going to be on YouTube later
Okay.
on the Ken Continuum channel if you want to take a look.
Write that down. Yeah, let's write that down. Ken.
Continuum.
With a K?
C-O-N
Oh, sorry.
T-I-N-N-U-M.
Cool.
Yeah, check it out.
Right
Yeah.
on. Thank
All right.
you.
This will be on YouTube probably in the next 2 or 3 hours. So.
Cool. Right on.
All right.
Thanks
Okay.
a lot.
Yeah. You're welcome. Later.
Bye.
See ya.
Bye.
Bye.
Say bye.
Bye.
Let you guys get out of the shop.
Hey. Yeah, the lady who owns the shop wanted me to blog it or vlog it.
Oh, okay.
So I just went inside. No, it's a hair place.
Oh,
Yeah. So I went inside and showed it off for all your curly hair needs in North Bay.
there you go.
Yeah. How was that store?
It was pretty good actually. They had a lot
Yeah.
of stuff in there.
Yeah.
If I'd had a couple hours, I would like to have just like in there for a few hours. Go through everything really carefully.
Some of these buildings are looking pretty worse for wear now, but at least some of them still seem to have businesses anyway.
They look like old Western buildings.
Dean's Barber Shop. Yeah.
Yeah, like that barber shop has probably been there like forever.
Yep. The Amish gamer, that's right. She'll find it even if she didn't. There's only one Ken Continuum on YouTube, so
That's
as
right.
soon as you type in the Ken, it just instantly pops up, right? You don't even need to type in Continuum. Did I misspell Continuum? Maybe I did. Oh well, she'll figure it out. Yeah. Did I forget the other U? I think I did, right? Yep.
Oh, did you?
Whoopsie.
That makes a lot of sense because when I
Yeah.
first started like trying to find you on YouTube, it was like
Yeah.
find you. You can change your name though, right? Just add the second U.
Well, when I gave her the YouTube channel name, I just read it out to her. I said C-O-N-T, you know, and I just said it wrong. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But it'll pop up. As soon as she starts typing it in, it'll just pop up. Yeah. So this used to be the old North Bay bus terminal here. Like the intercity coach terminal, you know, where the gray coach buses, that was a bus company that doesn't exist anymore. And the Ontario Northland buses and all that would go there. And this used to be the old Canadian Tire. Now it's a bank. Yeah. And here's Dark Horse Comics. This store has been like basically a long-standing presence in the city. It's moved around a bunch of times. At least 3 different times that I can think of. So I'm glad that it's still in business, because they have really good stuff. It's probably one of the best places in Northern Ontario for all your comic book needs. And I've had a few friends over the years who work there. Hey, Marie Palmer, $20. Treat yourself and Meghan. Happy birthday to Meghan.
Thanks, Marie.
Welcome to North Bay. Thank you. Thank you so much, Marie. That's very, very generous. Yeah, we're going to Greco's later on. So looking forward to that. And we're almost downtown. It looks like all the Mac stores have become Circle K's now.
Oh wait, my dad just called me.
Okay. Chatty Cathy says happy birthday.
Thanks, Chatty Cathy.
Yeah, she's turning 21 again, that's right.
Hey, what's up? Oh, thanks, Oma. I can't hear you, but thank you. It's really loud. We're downtown and there's a lot of cars. Okay.
Yeah, that's right, Neville.
Yeah. No, give them my email, my work email. Yeah.
It's the store I work for one day.
Yeah,
that's Greco's.
If someone phones me and I don't know the number, I don't answer.
Yeah, Greco's is where I worked for one day. The Amish Gamer. It's probably for the best, because my favorite restaurant probably wouldn't be a place I'd want to work.
Okay, I probably won't do that.
It might
but, like,
take away the appeal
weekend every once in a while.
going there. Hey, John Burke, hello.
Okay, sounds good. Okay. Alright, sounds good. Alright, thanks, Dad. Okay, bye.
Little doggy.
Thanks, Mom. See you guys tomorrow.
Hey, Michelle says happy birthday.
Oh, thanks, Michelle.
Yeah, thank you for hitting the like button, Bill and everyone else. And also hit the subscribe if you haven't already. We're coming into downtown now. So we'll take a little walk down part of Main Street and then we'll head to the waterfront.
Oh, I can kind of see the lake.
Yeah, the lake is straight ahead, literally straight ahead. Max Milk got bought out by Circle K.
Oh, really?
That explains it.
That
Yep.
explains a lot. Yeah.
Strange things are afoot all over North Bay now, with all these Circle K's everywhere. Here's the synagogue. That's right, North Bay has a synagogue downtown. It's a bit run down now, but there's a fundraiser, I believe, underway to renovate it and get it all spiffy and like new again. Yeah, that's the Knights Inn. This is McIntyre Street. So I used to live on McIntyre Street, but further down. We'll be passing by my old place later on. And we were thinking of staying in that hotel right there, but we went with a different one. Not downtown. And Whitby Dude says happy birthday. Yes, thank you very much. So that is McIntyre Street. Oh, no worries, Marie. Glad to do it. And this is another hotel we were looking at, but the online reviews were pretty bad. Yeah. So I'm sure it's not terrible. People tend to exaggerate in online reviews, right?
But we still didn't want to.
But we just thought, well, we'll just go with another one.
Yeah.
So sorry, Days Inn, if you got unjustly smeared online. I know that does happen sometimes. People tend to overblow anything that they don't like, right?
But it just had like more bad reviews than positive ones.
Yeah.
That's why we were like, eh.
Yeah.
Like everywhere you book is gonna have like some bad reviews.
Right.
But if the positive reviews far outweigh the negative ones, then that's a good sign.
Yeah. Hey, Prince Stubbs, hello. So we just turned the corner and we're about to come onto Main Street. So the main drag. And we're going to be coming back here later so Megan can stop at this store, which is literally just right around here.
Yes. See, downtown is so lovely.
There's some people here. It's a lot more lively than yesterday anyway.
Oh, yeah,
yeah.
Well, it was a holiday yesterday.
Yeah. So there's a Thai restaurant here. Well, hello, viewer from China. Welcome to the stream. Sorry I can't read your name, but it's good to have you.
Yeah, is this the place? Yeah, this is the place.
Yeah. So we're going to come back here after the stream because Megan wants to. Uh-oh.
We were right here. Wait, I'm just gonna go inside.
Okay. All right. What Megan wanted is not in the window anymore. Whitby Dude, that's the plan. I'm going to walk past my old apartment where I lived with George the cat. So we're just looking down Main Street. There's a parkette. The old location of Music City across the street, that's no longer there. It's vacant, but Mr. Poncho, it's a Mexican restaurant. That wasn't here when I lived in North Bay. Walk down Premier Road. That would be a long walk, Rob. That's literally at the very southern end of town. Unfortunately, I'm not going to be going down that way. Stayed at Howard Johnson. That was bad. Yeah. There was a Howard Johnson here before downtown in the old Empire hotel building, which was another hotel. It became the Howard Johnson, but now it's a retirement home, so there's no Howard Johnson, as far as I know, in North Bay now. And that big building you see straight ahead, the big brown building, that was an opera house like 100 years ago. Now it's apartments with some retail and office space. The Royal Theatre, that was right, that was the name of it originally, the Royal Theatre. Will this be a 2-hour live stream? Yeah, I think at least a 2-hour live stream. What's the population like? Well, you mean numbers wise or people wise? The city has about 56,000, about 77,000 in the surrounding area. What happened?
Someone bought them.
Really?
Yeah.
What are the chances of that, you know?
He said someone came in a couple hours ago and bought them.
What are the chances of that happening?
Well, he said cowboy boots are, I kind of thought, because they're really, like in really high demand.
Yeah.
Like they're really, yeah, and he said they were like a really good price too. Because they're only $30 and like most places you look, they're like at least 100.
Oh man.
So he said someone came in just a couple hours ago and snapped them up.
Jeez.
Oh, I'm so sad. I really wanted those boots. They were so nice. Oh. Wow. Any other awesome thrift stores around here?
Well, let's just see what we come across. Because we're going to walk down a block and then we'll go to the waterfront. And then we'll go down the waterfront, but then we'll come back up again in this direction, so we'll get to see the whole main street, right? So you can check out anything there is to see, basically.
Those Harley boots in the window were also really nice, but they were like $100.
Right.
Which is a little more than...
So this CIBC bank is still here. Some of the other big banks, though, aren't downtown anymore. They closed up shop. And this was a building that burned down, and it's been a vacant lot ever since. So this is the part of Main Street that they film all the Hallmark movies on, because it's all charming looking and stuff. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Deegan's. This store has been here since 1889, and North Bay was founded in 1882, so it's been here almost as long as North Bay has existed. Try close encounters on Oak Street? Yeah, we could do that. Got all kinds of stuff.
These, but they're 7.5 and I'm an 8.
Oh,
So they're not quite my size.
I guess that wouldn't work, right?
But I can shove my feet into them.
And look, the Dion quintuplets. This is the local legends of the North Bay area here. They were born just outside of North Bay.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. In East Aurora, yeah. Yeah, they made so many Hallmark movies here. It's almost like a staple of the local economy now. The Hallmark Channel is employing a big chunk of North Bayites who work in all the assistant and other production related jobs. Like set decorators and set builders. Extras, lots of background work and stuff like that. Afternoon Harjot. Yeah, there's a Keogh Street in North Bay. Is that right? A David's life? Really? I've walked onto a few sets in Toronto. The only production I watched in North Bay was the Kids in the Hall movie that they made in 2009. Death Comes to Town. That was all shot here in North Bay. But then in 2010 I moved away. Ah, so bright out here. Hey, D-Shock. There's a cool alleyway here with artwork. We're just waiting for Meghan. She's trying on some boots that she saw inside that store. Hey, Nancy Mattis. Long time no see. Yes, thank you. I'll tell her you said happy birthday. She's just inside of a store right now. I'm just sort of waiting here in an alleyway. The right side is better than the left, yeah. Hey, thank you very much, Vivian. That's right. Hit the like and the subscribe and any other buttons you happen to see. They all help out the channel in one way or another. I'm not sure, Nancy. Maybe I'll have to ask her. Yeah, that's a good question. Today is the big day. North Bay, gateway to the north, you are my home. But not anymore because I moved away to a city called Toronto. Hey, thank you, Rainbow Obsidian. I'll pass that along to her. Maybe while I'm waiting, I will plug in my power bank. Alright, Nancy. And I just plugged in the power bank. Thank you, Josephine Halligan. As soon as she comes out, I'll let her know. Here she comes.
Back in there and then all the way up, and they have like 2 floors, and there's like different like
That store's been there since 1889, if you can believe it. Yeah. Yeah.
There's a lot of stuff there.
So a whole bunch of different people said happy birthday to you.
Well, thank you to everyone who said happy birthday. Sorry I missed it.
Yeah. Yep. Opera Bakery and Cafe.
Stop and get a coffee.
Blue Dogs. London Underground. That's been there forever, London Underground. I'm surprised it's still there. Yeah. And that used to be a bookstore, Gulliver's, but unfortunately, despite a lot of local people's efforts to save it, it did not survive.
That's too bad.
Yeah. And this used to be a fancy jewelry store called Pearls, and you can still kind of make out the old sign.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Farm. Yeah. All right, let's head to the waterfront, and we'll come back down through here again.
Yeah, I just don't want to miss any more cowboy boots.
Right.
I'm so sad they sold. He said that they literally sold them like a couple hours ago. So when I called this morning, I should have thought to like ask them to put them aside, but I didn't even think like it didn't to do that. Because I thought the same thing. I was like, well, who's gonna buy them? You know?
Yeah. Like, what are the chances?
Oh wait.
The crystal vault. Oh, okay, Megan's gonna go in the crystal vault. Eventually we'll make it to the waterfront. Clayton Crawford, another $20. Happy birthday, Megan. Thank you. Holy cow, once again, Clayton, for another generous super chat. I'll definitely make sure Megan knows about this. Very, very much appreciated. And a cat lives here, it says on that door. And then underneath it, it says no dogs allowed. That's kind of funny, right? Yeah, I do have time. As long as my power bank keeps the phone alive, that is. Which is always a you never know. 25%. Oh, is that right, Vivian? There's a drugstore right up ahead across the street, Guardian Drugs, but I don't think that's the place that you're talking about. I don't remember them ever having ice cream cones. And the Standing Bear, another $10. Real feel it's 111 degrees in Orlando. What the heck? Can't wait to feel some North Bay air. Yeah, I mean it's pretty warm here by my standards, but I guess for you this will be a very pleasant and tolerable day because it's probably only around 75 degrees here right now. If we're talking Fahrenheit. Thank you once again, Standing Bear, for your generous support. Martin River is here and waiting. That's just a little bit north of North Bay, for those who don't know. Yeah, the power bank is fully charged, but the question is, will this cord do its job? For some reason, I'm having bad luck with cords. They don't seem to want to keep their connection, or if it's a bad connection, and sometimes the power bank just still loses power a bit more slowly, but then eventually it just dies, and then the phone dies, and everything dies. Hey, John G. Sirowick, hello. And Sharon, no, this is North Bay, Ontario. We're on Main Street in my hometown of North Bay, where I lived most of my life. I lived here from the age of 5 until 2010 is when I moved to Toronto. So quite a long time I lived here. And I'm just glad to see it's not completely dead. Last time I came downtown, it was like a ghost town. But we are sort of in the middle of the day here on a work day, right after the long weekend, so we've got more people out and about. Not a lot of traffic though, but I guess that's not a bad thing. But when I was a kid, like, this street would just be bustling, right? There'd be cars lined up and down the street. Tons of people walking, very busy and bustling, and a lot more variety of different types of shops and services also. It was the center of the city and it was used as such. That's not really the case anymore. Yeah, my birthday is September 19th. That is correct. Ida, yeah, this is my hometown, the old hometown here. Alright, I think the power bank is working. I haven't lost any battery life on my phone since I plugged it in. If this is a crystal store, Meghan might literally get lost in there and completely forget about me and the stream. I might have to go in and search for her. Well, thank you very much, Clayton. I have a little bit of breathing room between now and my birthday. Are you talking about like data, like cellular service, Robert? I haven't had any connection problems yet in the stream, so hopefully that doesn't happen. Hopefully when we go to the waterfront, it'll still be okay. But I know Brad and Marie have streamed from the waterfront, and they didn't seem to have any problems, so I think I'll be fine. Rob, right? Yeah. Somebody got the boots before her. We didn't think that was going to happen. I mean, we saw them yesterday past dinner time, and between then and now someone bought them. Did we go to Trout Lake? Well, we didn't go right to the lake itself, no. Where I started the stream in the Birchaven neighborhood, that's as close as I got. That's the Trout Lake area. Okay, thanks, Marie. Do I have to go in and find her? Hey, I found the cat. I found the cat that lives here. Yeah. I was just saying, I think Meghan got lost in the crystal store. How is it?
It's pretty good, actually.
Yeah?
She really likes her aura tree and amethyst that was like everywhere. It was kind of expensive though.
Hey, Alan K. $5 super chat. Thank you very much.
Thanks, Alan K.
Congrats. Yeah, I hit 17K, or I will be hitting 17K, hopefully by my birthday. That's right. Thank you, Alan. Let's hope so. And Clayton Crawford said happy birthday to you earlier and sent a super.
Thank you.
Good glaze. Doesn't look like it's open. Nope. Didn't you say that Guelph doesn't even have a crystal store?
Nope. I mean, they do now. They just opened one up.
Oh,
but
okay.
They didn't for like a long time.
Right.
Guelph is like, I don't know, people in Guelph are like really sciencey.
Yeah.
Got the, like,
But there's so many hippies. There's so many hippies in Guelph.
it's not like,
It's known for hippies, right?
they're more like political hippies, not like spiritual hippies.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
They're more like environmental, political hippies, but they're very like science oriented there.
Right.
So like people will have like because the University of Guelph is like a science school, like that's what it's known for.
Mm-hmm.
So like crystal, like astrology stuff won't fly in Guelph.
Right. Ida says happy birthday.
Thanks, Ida.
So this is a record store. Records, books, posters, t-shirts. Maybe I'll just take a peek inside, because unless there's music playing, could you check it out? No? Alright. What's up? What's up? I'm doing a live stream, is that cool? Yeah? Alright. Yeah, I just came in because I thought someone I know might be working in here. So this is an old friend of mine here from like way back in the North Bay music scene days. And I'll call them a fat. Place is looking good. Yeah,
thanks, man.
Yeah. Nice, nice. I noticed across the street there's another. What's the other one?
Yeah, we just changed the sign over there. It's a vape store, a vape shop now, but we just have to change the sign.
Okay.
Originally had all the records and books over there. And then,
Right.
Yeah.
Nice.
A bunch of changes and
Yeah.
things happen. So.
And is Todd's store closed right now?
What's going on with that?
Yeah, okay.
Sure.
I don't know.
Taking a break, I guess.
Yeah, I guess so. Yep. But yeah, very nice, very nice. What was here before? I'm trying to remember.
Pita Pit.
Oh yeah, Pita Pit, right.
And I believe it was what's his name? The guy who had a record store. This half was like a record store.
Oh, the old AVE or Records on Wheels before that?
Something like that,
yeah,
yeah.
Barry, that guy Barry, right?
Exactly,
yeah.
That's the two addresses.
I remember. I have an old video from 1996 where I go inside the record store back then, with Barry. Yeah. Wow. So very nice. Well, it's good to see you again, man.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, we're just taking a walking tour of North Bay for my YouTube channel.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
that's a good one.
Yeah. Yeah. So we got a couple hundred people watching there. So you know,
Nice.
so everyone come and check out
Unified.
like the underdog, mud shark.
Underdog, yeah.
It's basically unifying those things together, right? So
Yeah, you
it's
get the
unified.
concept.
Right. Yeah. Okay. Right on. Well, cool. Well, good seeing you, man. All right, we're gonna go to the
Cool,
waterfront
guys.
now and check it out. This is my girlfriend Megan, by the way.
is
Yeah. Sorry, I kind of blanked there, but
That's
yeah,
okay.
we're gonna go to the waterfront. I'm gonna show her the waterfront and some
Cool.
more of the town. This is her first time in North Bay, so
I'll take a jump off,
Yeah.
play beach or whatever.
right. All right, later.
Have a good one, guys.
See ya.
Cool, is that a friend of yours?
Yeah, Mike Favretto. Yeah. We just call him Fav. Yeah.
As one does.
Yeah. So this is the other record store that this other guy I know Todd, but it's closed for now. He had to take a leave of absence, I think, so closed until further notice. Yeah.
That's too bad.
But there's yet another record store further down. There's actually 3 record stores. I mean, if that one reopens, there'll be 3 record stores on Main Street, which is pretty decent, you know.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
so odd.
Yeah. All right, we're going to cross here because we're going to go to the waterfront. Yeah.
Cool.
So that was half of Main Street. The other half is there. We'll get to this other half later. First, we're going to go to the waterfront, and then we'll loop around. Are you feeling good?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm getting hungry, but
Yeah.
I can hold out for.
All right. We'll see at the waterfront if any of those trucks are there, those chip trucks and whatever.
Sure.
Yeah. The old East Eatery, that wasn't there before. That used to be an old bar back in the day. An old dive bar. It used to
That
be,
looks really good.
yeah. This is Oak Street. There are some stores along Oak Street also, along here. And this is the old former North Bay train station. This was the CP rail station.
Oh wow.
Now it's the museum because trains don't even stop here anymore. Yeah. So North Bay Museum. Yeah. Yeah, that's the bus terminal, the local transit terminal right over here. There's like an indoor waiting area and an outdoor platform. So all the buses meet up there and go about their routes. Hey, Crikey's in the house. Hello, hello. Records are coming back. They are, you know, Bill. Records are coming back. Yeah. I think people are kind of wanting to enjoy physical media, you know,
Yeah.
again, more than they used to.
Well, yeah, ever since the streaming platforms got smashed.
Yeah.
Because now, like, you don't own your music anymore.
Yeah,
you know, you
people
just,
like to say, this is my record
Yeah.
of my favorite band,
Yeah.
and they want to look at it and they want to, like,
Yeah.
read all the liner notes and, you know, look at
Yeah.
the album cover, you know. It just makes it more enjoyable, you know.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah. So way over there, you can see that little old farmhouse that they relocated.
Oh, really?
That wasn't originally there. They relocated that there. That's the old Dion Quintuplets house, where the Dion
nice.
Quintuplets were born in that house.
What year were they born?
1934, I think.
Oh, wow, okay.
Something like that. 34. In the 30s, anyway.
That was like a year before my grandmother was born.
Yeah. So that used to be on the outskirts of town, and they moved it right down here to be like a tourist attraction, you know.
Right.
It used to be on the highway at one point also. Nancy Mattis, another $2. Thank you very much, Nancy, and happy birthday, Megan, she
Thanks,
says.
Nancy. Thank you.
And did you get the video? Remember her friend was going to send you a video?
Yeah, I haven't got anything yet, but I haven't checked in like all day. I've been like trying to stay off my phone, so.
Okay, yeah, she hasn't checked yet, Nancy, but she'll check after the stream. Thank you very much for the super. And that splash pad is new. That wasn't there last time I was in town. There's the old station. So this used to be all railway tracks here, a big rail yard, right? And the main rail line went right here in front of the station, of course, the CP rail line. So they ripped up all the railway tracks. They had to leave a couple. So that's the new main line over there now.
Oh, okay.
For CP rail. And there's just a small yard further down. But this was all rail yards.
So they go through here?
The trains just go right along there, yeah. But they built this nice little underpass here. So you can go right to the waterfront. You used to have to walk all the way around to like a crossing, a level crossing.
Oh.
Way down there, right? So now it's a direct route. Much better. Hey, Clayton Crawford, all right. Thank you once again. I hope you have a great day. Glad you're able to stop by, and thank you for the support earlier. And Jim Martin, Armchair Traveler, says happy birthday.
Thanks, Jim.
The waterfront. This is one of the nicest waterfronts, I think, for like
Yeah, I'm excited to see it.
yeah.
Look at the puppies. Oh. He wants to see that other puppy so bad. Oh wow, it's a big lake.
Yeah, it's huge.
You can't even see to the other side of it.
No.
What is on the other side of it?
Just forest. There's another town further west on the lake called Sturgeon Falls.
Oh.
It's a bit north of the lake, but it generally is on it. Yeah. I guess we can cross over here. So yeah, the waterfront. We'll just go a little ways down, but we generally have to go that way, so we won't go too far this way. Just get a little peek at some more over here, because the nicest part is this way, basically. Yeah. So that's Lake Nipissing, for those who don't know. Hey, Chris back. Yeah.
It's a big lake, like smaller than Lake Ontario, right?
Oh yeah. It's tiny compared to the Great Lakes, but not counting the Great Lakes, it's one of the biggest lakes in Ontario.
It's huge, yeah.
Right? Yeah.
All the glaciers from the mountains that used to be here
Yep.
ended up in that lake.
And there's carousels over there. You can see 2 carousels, right?
Oh, cute.
Yeah. interestingness. Thank you very much. Hey, my pleasure. I'm glad you're enjoying. Welcome. So we'll just go around the bend here, and then we'll get like a sense of the rest of it.
Alright, I'm just gonna sit down here, and you have to come back around, right?
Yeah.
Alright, I'm just gonna chill here.
Okay. The Amish gamer, maybe once or twice, but come on, I was a kid, right? What kid doesn't do that? So there's the old Chief Commander tour boat. It's a restaurant now. You can see right up here. And then off behind there is the newer Chief Commander. That one's pretty old now too, to be honest. But it's the current tour boat for Lake Nipissing. And it's docked at King's Wharf, which is the big pier. It used to be called Government Dock. So you can take a cruise of Lake Nipissing there on the Chief Commander 2. And the Chief Commander 1, you can go and have a bite to eat, and it's kind of like a bar at night also. I think people come here to party it up at night. So just lots of nice greenery, pathways, flowers. You know, just a very natural, somewhat manicured lakefront though. A lot of work has been put into it over the years. Nice break wall. There's a marina also on the other side of the old Chief Commander. There's a marina with a couple of hundred slips for boats and yachts and things like that. And there's a boardwalk also. And there's a beach on the other side called the Golden Mile, or is it Marathon Beach? One or the other. I know there's a Marathon Beach and there's the Golden Mile. Chris back, yeah, it's, you know, don't get me wrong, I mean, I didn't move away from North Bay because I hated it or anything, but I had a good time growing up here. I enjoyed my time well into adulthood. It's a lovely place. I just wish the downtown would sort of revitalize a bit. It's not what it used to be, but North Bay still seems to be chugging along, and it's actually been growing in population in recent years, so that's always a good sign. Maybe the downtown will spring back to life in the coming years. Is that right? I've never looked up Lake of Whales. I'll have to look that up. Yeah, it's a pretty big lake, and there's nice waves on here when it gets windy. Get some pretty big waves. It's fun to swim in along at the beaches because the lake is shallow and there's sandbars, so you can walk pretty far out and you're still like not over your head. And when there's big waves on a windy day, it's really fun. But sometimes there's a thing called the itch, where you might get some itchy bumps. Only sometimes though. They'll give you a warning if that is happening, you know. I've never had any troubles. I don't think I ever got the itch in all my years of living here and swimming in Lake Nipissing. You good? Yeah. There's like a tour boat over there, right?
Oh, cool.
Yeah, the Chief Commander. You can take a tour of the lake. Yeah.
Does it go like all the way around?
Yeah, there's two different. One of them goes like all the way to the French River, like all the way to the other end, and another one just sort of cruises around the islands out there. You see some islands, yeah, and just kind of goes a more close-in sort of loop, you know, and then back to the dock again. Yeah,
Cool.
yeah.
Remember that little cafe we walked past?
Which one?
Like the little bakery?
Yeah, the opera.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you want to go just like park and have a coffee and then go to dinner?
Yeah. Like when?
Just make our way there.
Yeah, yeah, sure, yeah. Yeah. Let me check my battery. Okay, it's holding up. Yeah. Any deer flies? I
What were you gonna say?
haven't noticed any. I haven't noticed any bugs actually the whole time we've been out.
Yeah, it's been pretty good.
Yeah.
I was like expecting a lot, but there's like I haven't seen like any bugs.
No, when you're right in town, it's not so bad, you know. Like shad flies obviously, but that's already passed, so we missed shad fly season, so
I'm okay with that.
yeah.
I'm not sad about missing the shad flies.
Yes, I am using a Samsung phone. Yes, thanks. A Samsung Galaxy S20 FE.
So unless someone is
Yeah, mayflies, shad flies, both the same thing. Some people call them fish flies also. All depends on where you are.
fish flies.
Yeah. In North Bay I think is the only place they call them shad flies. I think everywhere else calls them fish flies or mayflies. I don't know why we call them shad flies.
Yeah,
it's kind of weird, right?
yeah.
Yeah. Once it gets dark though, then yeah, bugs like mosquitoes and, you know, in the summer, especially if you're in an area with lots of water and vegetation and stuff like that. Yeah, yeah. Yeah. So look at that. What a lovely view. One of my favorite things to do when I lived here was just to walk along the waterfront, basically.
Well, yeah, I can
yeah.
see why.
Yeah.
It's really pretty.
I guess we can go up here. There's steps that go back down again. Yeah. Holy cow, Nancy Mattis, is that a $50 super chat? You two have a great dinner on her. Thank you very much, Nancy.
Oh wow, thank you, Nancy.
Hope you're meeting with Ken's mom. Yeah, we are. Right after dinner, we're going to my mom. So thank you very much, Nancy.
Thank you, that's so
That
nice.
is super duper generous. We're going to have a great dinner at Greco's, the legendary Greco's pizza and pasta. Look at that thing over there, whatever it is.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah. A giant bug. Where, Devin? Where? Stay away, giant bugs. There are things called water bugs that you sometimes see here, and those are scary looking. They're huge.
Are those like things that like skim on top of the water?
I think so, and they have big pinchers sticking out in front.
Yeah.
And they're about like a good 4 inches long, right?
Yeah, those are horrible.
Yeah.
I've seen
And they have eyeballs that stick out of their head and look at you.
Ew.
Like, you know.
That's so gross.
Yeah.
Ew.
Yeah. It's sun o'clock. Yeah, it's very hot and sunny out here.
Total opposite from yesterday.
Yeah, I feel like I'm walking through the desert, although there's a lake right there, but still, yeah.
Yeah, we should go get something to drink. You haven't had any water today.
No.
I haven't had anything to drink since this morning.
Yeah.
We should go get some water and some food.
Mm-hmm. And there's another beach there. I mean, that's the only one we've seen so far, but there's another one at the other end that I was talking about.
It looks nice and quiet too, like not overrun with people.
Yeah. The beach at the other end is the more popular one. That's really see a lot more people. I don't know why this one doesn't get as much attention. It's just as nice, I think.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's really nice.
Hey, Carl Roth. All right, Matt D, 1979. You got a deal? There's some ducks hanging out on the beach. Got a couple people in the water.
They're big ducks.
Yeah.
Wait, isn't downtown back over there?
Yeah, but we're going around to where it starts.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
I'm going to walk past the Gateway Arch and then over the overpass and then past my old apartment, right? And then we'll be back downtown again.
Okay.
Yeah. Carl Roth. Secondhand and nice. Okay, there's a bookstore. Where's that located, Carl? Hey, David's Life is back. Oh, that'll come in handy, Matt D. How could the weather be so much nicer today than yesterday? Doesn't even seem like we're in the same place. Hey, Zach Thong, hello. Some local bands used to have shows inside this thing here.
I'll be for those.
Yeah, it was always really fun. David's Life, this is Lake Nipissing. I almost said Ontario. Lake Nipissing. Look, there's an ukshuck over there. See it?
Yeah. Someone built that.
Yeah. It's a lake in Ontario, that's right. Yeah, this bike lane across the street, I think, was the first one ever built in the city. It's called the Kate Paceway. It's named after a local Olympian, I think. That was the very first North Bay bike lane. Yeah, that was like in the 80s when they built that, so. That's when they redeveloped all this waterfront in the 80s, like in 1987, around there.
What was your before?
It was just a unused shoreline. I mean, the beach was here, but there was no like walkways or landscaping or greenery, you know, all that nice flowers, and you know, there was nothing like that. It was just the rail yards and then some scraggly shoreline with some beach areas, and that's it, right?
Well, it is much nicer now.
Yeah. And this is the North Bay sewage treatment plant. So this can be a smelly spot sometimes, but apparently the best fishing is right in front of the sewage plant here in this part of the lake. There's a little mini beach. I don't think that one has a name. Maybe you're right, Fifi Coniel. I think the wastewater is treated though, right? It's not just pumped out into the lake. It's treated.
Yeah, I don't think it'd be legal.
No. But I guess just the warm treated water flowing into the lake in that area attracts fish for some reason, you know?
That makes sense.
Yeah. So yesterday you were too cold and now you're too hot, right?
I'm just really thirsty. And
Yeah? All right.
It's like ready to sit somewhere.
Well, there's a place we're going to be going right near on the corner called King Cone, right? And I think you can get a drink there, like a refreshing cold drink if that's what you want.
Yeah, I just want some water.
Yeah.
And a coffee. I really need a coffee. But maybe if we go back downtown, we can just like park at that cafe for a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, for sure.
Is it? What time do things close downtown?
Like 5 usually. Yeah.
Like 4 or 5, right?
Yeah, mostly 5, I would say. It's the sewage treatment plant.
So yeah, it's 3 o'clock now.
Yeah, so we got lots of time. Is it 24 Celsius? Yeah, I guess. It just feels hotter with the sun beating down, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely feels the same.
Yeah. Any Amish? Yeah, there is, David's Life. There's a whole Amish community just outside of North Bay. There's a town called Powassan, just south of North Bay, and there's a large Amish community all around that area. So you see them in town here shopping. They come in to go to the Walmart and other places like that. I kind of smell shadflies right here.
You can smell
Do you like smell a fishy smell?
it. Yeah.
That's what shadflies smell like.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sure it's not shadflies, but it smells like it.
Maybe it's from the treatment
It might be just coming from the treatment plant or from the creek here.
Yeah, probably.
This is Chippewa Creek, that same creek we walked over earlier. Yeah, it sure is, Carl Roth. A lot of people vacation up around here in the summer. There's tons of cottages, and there's lots of motels all along the lakeshore in North Bay, along Lakeshore Drive. Lots of visitors come and spend like a few days or longer sometimes. Amelia Park. Whoa. And Lee Park, just across the street. Some of my earliest memories are of coming to Lee Park as a little child.
Did you like live? Yeah, you lived just.
Yeah, we lived close by. Across, there's an overpass over here. There's a neighborhood on the other side of it, and that's where we lived when I was 5 years old to about 7 years old. So this was the park we would always come to play at. We'd walk over here. And it's mostly the same. It hasn't really changed much. Yeah, let's see if we can cross here. But there was a dolphin statue that like was a fountain that was spitting water out of its mouth, right? And we would always play on it, and it's still there, but it doesn't spit water anymore, and it doesn't look like a dolphin anymore because I think its nose broke off. So now it looks like a seal instead of a dolphin, but it has a dolphin's tail still, but yeah. So everyone now thinks it's a seal because they don't remember when it was a dolphin, right?
It looks like a seal.
And it's like, no, that's a dolphin. It's just a broken dolphin. Or a porpoise, I guess you could say. Yeah.
Yeah, it totally looks like a seal.
Yeah. It's like, it is not. But all the kids of the last 30, 40 years don't know that this used to be a dolphin. But yeah, there it is over there.
Looks like they sanded its nose down.
Yeah.
Oh, there's the gateway sign.
Yeah. Whew, nice shade here.
Yeah, this is much nicer.
Yeah.
Much better out of the sun.
They should restore it, right? Look, there's still a kid playing on it. But it was way more fun when there was like water squirting out of it, you know, on a hot day.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah. How are the burgers? Well, there's a place called Burger World that is sort of renowned in North Bay as being the place to go if you like burgers. It used to be called Leroy's, I think. Unless Leroy's still exists somewhere else. Yeah, Megan has seen some of my baby and childhood pictures. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So do you want to check out that King Cone place? It's just right over here.
Well, we're just heading back downtown, right?
Yeah.
How far are we from downtown?
Well, like it starts about 10 minutes that way.
So like a 10-minute walk?
Yeah, back to the Opera Bakery Cafe is probably more like a 15-20 minute walk, right? Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Can we head back there now?
Yeah.
Okay. Because if we head back there now, I can probably hold up, but if you want to continue walking, I'm going to have to stop and get water.
Right.
So, totally up to you, but...
So there's the Gateway Arch. Gateway of the North, City of North Bay. That's sort of like the local landmark, I guess. Whoops. Like Sudbury has the Big Nickel.
Oh yeah.
North Bay has the Gateway Arch. It used to go right over the street, but that's when it was only a 2-lane road. And then this overpass right here was built and turned into a 4-lane road. So the Gateway Arch was not wide enough to go over the road anymore. So they just moved it over here to the park. So you don't drive through the Gateway Arch anymore like you used to. Because you used to enter North Bay. That was the border of North Bay, right there. It would say, Gateway of the North, City of North Bay.
Yeah, this isn't tall enough for cars to go under.
Yeah.
They would have had to put on a box or something.
Right. I'm just wondering, we might have to climb up this embankment here to get up onto there. Because I think this winds around to that King Cone place I was talking about, right?
Can we just go back the way we came?
Yeah. Are you sure you don't want to go to King Cone and get a drink?
We're just heading straight back downtown, right?
Yeah.
So I'll just wait till we get to the cafe, and then I can just get some water and wash my hands and get coffee and just have a
All right.
sit down.
All right, because I think we're going to have to walk to the end of this to get onto the overpass.
Well, can't we just
Unless we climb right up here.
go back the way we came?
Well, it's no faster, right? This is the fastest way.
Well, I don't want to climb up onto the overpass.
We could go just a bit further down, and then it's not as steep. Just right there. See? It's not very steep. Come on, you can do it. You can do it. Come on.
I'm really fading fast here. We've been walking since 11 a.m. I'm really fading here. You might have to carry me the last leg. I'm getting a blister also. I'm like really starting to rattle.
See the traffic lights there?
Yeah.
That's where King Cone is.
He says I don't want to carry around a bottle of water with me.
No?
Because it's just going to add weight to I'm already carrying a purse and my jacket is just going to add more stuff.
All right.
So I'd rather just like sit down and have a glass of water.
Okay.
And then we're sitting down indoors.
All right. Well, we can go right up here and we'll be...
No, I don't.
No?
How are we going to cross that?
We don't. We just walk along it. And it goes right downtown.
Isn't there like a... But like, what about the way that we came here from downtown?
That's the waterfront.
Yeah, we can't just go back that way?
No. We miss my old apartment. We're going to walk right past my old apartment if we go over this.
Alright.
Yeah. Okay, now look at here. It's so small here.
I don't want to climb over the overpass. I'm going to scrape my pants. My shoes are not meant for that. I do not want to climb over the overpass.
Okay, well, we're at the end of the thing anyway, so yeah.
You can do that, but I will go around.
So there's King Cone. There's a mini putt place there also. I played mini putt there in 2018. That was the last time I did that. Yeah.
When you were from visit?
Yeah. So that's Lakeshore Drive. That goes all the way down to the south end of the city. There's like just fast food places and strip malls and the old North Bay Mall and a bunch of hotels and motels. It's just a long strip that just goes on and on and on with all kinds of auto-oriented stuff, right? If you have a car.
That's great.
Yeah. And there's a whole neighborhood back there called West Ferris. Yeah. Yeah, Meghan is tired, yeah.
We were already walking for like a couple hours before we even started streaming. So I'm pretty done.
Whoops.
Has it been walking?
Just because I pulled on it. Okay, there we go. As soon as the sun goes behind a cloud, it instantly feels 10 times better, yeah. Hey, Mr. Bob Newell, how you doing? I almost thought it was Bob Newhart for a second. Here's the big Ontario Northland facility where they refurbish trains.
There's the GO train also.
Yeah. So this is a major employer here. And yeah, you can see some GO trains over there. This is where they come and get refurbished. So GO trains in North Bay, who would have thought? Have I been on a train? Well, not in this trip. I've been on many GO trains in other trips, mainly between Guelph and Toronto. There's downtown.
Right.
Yeah. We're looking right towards downtown North Bay from the overpass here. It's a mirage, yeah. So this is the neighborhood that I lived in when I was that little kid, and we would go to the park, right? Right over there, yeah.
Which house is yours?
Well, it's over there more,
Oh.
yeah. Hey, Rick Friday, how you doing? Alright, make sure nobody's coming. Now we're just going to go right down here. This will take us right past my old apartment. The last one I lived in North Bay. Yeah, North Bay is a 3-hour drive from the outskirts of Toronto. If you're going right to downtown, it's probably more like a 3.5-hour drive. In good traffic, you know, if you get stuck in traffic, well, obviously that'll change things. This is my girlfriend Megan, Mr. Bob Newell.
Hi.
It's her birthday today. So this is like an old neighborhood that's, you know, seen better days, you could say. But right at the end of this street, there's a little corner store, a former corner store. And that's where my street was when I was a kid. Yeah. So this is McIntyre Street. Yeah, more people saying happy birthday, Megan.
Thank
Mr.
you.
Bob Newell and Melanie Medeiros. And Matt D, 1979. Well, John O'Meara, last time I went, my friend Jim drove me from Vaughan Metropolitan Center Station, and we made it to North Bay in under 3 hours. So if you're going from downtown, I'd say 3.5. Yes, cannabis is legal all across the country. There are a bunch of stores here in North Bay. All right, now, see through the trees that house at the very end?
Yes.
That's where I lived with Melanie the second time. After we moved out of that other place,
Oh.
we moved there on the top, or the second floor.
Well, that's a pretty good spot. You're close to downtown.
Yeah, so that's where we lived for about a year. And then after the broke up took effect, because we actually moved there after we broke up, right?
Oh.
To just be friends and roommates.
Yeah, that
right?
definitely
Yeah.
works, yeah.
So we were living there. Then the breakup really took hold. So then we decided to part ways. And then I just moved one block over to right up ahead. We're going to walk past my apartment I lived in from 1996 until 2010.
That's when you moved to Toronto?
Yeah. This is McIntyre Street. So this path winds its way all through town here. It's like a shared path, but it goes all along Chippewa Creek. It's kind of nice to walk through if you're just wanting to get a little bit of quiet away from the cars, kind of scenery, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. And here's my old place right here, 608 McIntyre. So I lived up in the attic, that little window up at the very top.
Oh,
That was my living room window.
Oh, it was built in 1908. That's
Yep.
cool. That was the place when you did that apartment tour with George.
Yeah, that was where the George the Cat apartment tour video took place, right up there. And right next door, George's Home Appliance. These are my landlords next door. Yeah. And this used to be a British pub across the street called the Bull and Quench, but it's a different restaurant now.
Oh, it's kind of nice inside.
Yeah, it's a nice, really nice place. So Main Street is just right over here. So we're just going to walk back up Main Street, and we'll go straight shot to the Opera Bakery and Cafe.
All right. I also want to just look in some more stores.
Okay. Yeah.
But I need to drink something first. This looks like a cool place.
Yeah. The Station Tap House.
Oh, I wouldn't mind eating there.
Mm-hmm. And when it was the Bull and Quench pub, it was a really cool place too. It was like a hangout, right?
Yeah.
For like after the Greco's scene sort of died off, that became a similar kind of hangout spot. And the upper floor would have live shows and stuff, so it was fun.
Do you want to go there for dinner?
Well, no, I want to go to Greco's, yeah. And remember I was telling you about the Ontario Northland Company?
Yes.
That's their head office there, yeah. Ontario Northland Transportation Commission is headquartered right there. In that
All right,
office
you know what?
building.
I need to get something to drink. Let's just
Yeah?
sit there.
All right.
Yeah, I can't make it all the way back.
Okay.
You haven't had any water today. How are you still standing up?
I feel fine, I don't know.
I haven't had a sip of water in like 6 hours, and I'm literally about to die. Like, I need water immediately. Like, you haven't had anything to drink since you woke up. I don't understand how you're
No.
still... Oh.
Last time I had something to drink was around midnight last night, I guess.
How
Yeah.
do you do... No.
I don't know.
The rest of us humans need water. We need to
I
be hydrated.
just don't. I don't know. I just... Hey, Constantine Carlotis. Hello. Thank you and welcome. I'm like a camel. I guess so, yeah. All right, she's going to get some water here. Well, I'll just have a sip of your water, I guess. Yeah. Unless you want it all. Hey, there's a handy tire inflator right here. This wasn't here when I lived around the corner. I could have used that. Yeah, there's a Walmart in North Bay. It's a very big and busy Walmart. It's at the Northgate shopping mall. I'll have a sip of her water. We could always have these. Why have these been abandoned here? Like, look at, it's full. Somebody just abandoned it. And this one too. Yeah, air used to be free. I know, right? It used to just be a free thing. You could just come and inflate your tires, free of charge. The abandoned slushy. I know, how sad. Hey, you checking out Brad? I'll tell Megan you said happy birthday. And thank you for all your support. This store used to be called Winks way back in the day, and then it became a Max, and now of course it's a Circle K, like all the other Macs. You remember Winks, Jenny? I guess that was a chain. Look at, some people just abandon their giant Frosties or whatever.
It's gross. Why would you do that?
I don't know.
Alright, let's go get food.
Alright.
Let's go window shop and get some food.
Is that just water? Yeah. Yeah.
It's like water with electrolytes.
Oh, okay.
Okay, it's pretty good.
Oh yeah. Tastes like something. Something very familiar. I guess, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, a popsicle. That's it. People in the store were staring at me like I had 3 heads or something.
Probably not a lot of people staying over here.
Yeah. Well, Brad does. Yep.
That's true.
Yeah, I think gas is more expensive here than in Toronto. What? Oh, yeah. There used to be a cool store here called Nora of the North. She was a psychic. And there was a bookstore also called the Green Unicorn Bookstore. Yeah. That would have been right up your alley. Yeah.
Yeah.
You remember Nora of the North, Marie? Yep. He was there for a long time, like decades. I do have it on a video from like 1996. It's crazy to think I have a video from 1996, right?
Maybe we're the only ones.
Yeah. There's Indra's Curry House, the downtown Indian restaurant. They're really good. I had them just a few times before I moved away.
Oh.
Yeah. The chana masala, that's what I always used to get, right? Yeah, yeah. Yeah. Did I partake in the psychicness? No, I did not, Jenny. I just always scoffed at it under my breath as I walked past. But I was glad it was there because it added, you know, something interesting to downtown, right? Yeah. Indra's Curry House. Okay. Well, we haven't run into any dinguses in North Bay, so that's good. Is it buffering, Alan? Is that right, Crikey? I love chickpeas. That's one of my favorite things. You see a lot of that up here, big pickup trucks, right? A lot of people love their big pickup trucks, and the higher the better. I think there's another record store just up the street here also called Autumn Records. sounds, antiques, and collectibles.
Are you filming things in the area?
I'm live streaming, yeah.
Okay.
I'm just waiting for my girlfriend in there, but we're doing a walking tour of downtown North Bay and the waterfront. For
Okay. Well, I own to the 2 stores, and my staff goes, "There's a gentleman out front, and he's filming down outside." I was
Yeah,
just
yeah.
making sure everything was okay.
Yeah, I have a YouTube channel where I do walking. You know, I
Okay.
just do walks. I live in
Where you-
Toronto,
okay.
but I do walks around Toronto mainly for my channel. But I grew up in North Bay, so I'm here visiting,
Nice.
and thought I'd do one for the channel, walking around North Bay. And my girlfriend has never been here before, so
So well, I own this store and the other one. So the other flashing sign,
Okay.
when she's done in here, you can send her over to the other
all
store.
right, all right. Have a good one.
Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah, she was very nice. I think some people are just not used to seeing walking live streamers. I know Brad has been doing some live streaming around town lately, but I guess it's not a regular occurrence, I guess, for people in town to see.
She's still shopping. We're in trouble.
All right. What did I do in North Bay? Well, I grew up here, so I just worked all around town at different places for most of my life, and then in 2010 I moved to Toronto. So how'd you like it?
Didn't have a lot of there.
Yeah.
I'm looking for cowboy. I'm so bummed about this cowboy boot.
Are you?
I'm so bummed about that.
Here's Autumn Records, that other record store. New and used records, turntables, record cleaning, posters. That's cool, posters, you know. It's hard to find a good poster these days. In a store, anyway.
That's true.
Yeah. Here's the other store. This is number 2 location. Yeah. There's more of the same in here, Megan.
Yeah, that's my other location.
Yeah.
Oh, cool. All right.
Yeah. Guy with phone on stick. Yep. That's my alternate name. Yeah, I remember every record store back in the day had like a poster section where you could just go and browse through all these awesome posters. Oh, your in-laws come from North Bay, right on. This used to be a Mr. Sub, but most of the Mr. Subs have vanished, and now it's Between the Buns, so it's still a sub place at least, and I hear it's good also. Maybe it's the same owners when it used to be Mr. Sub and they just changed the name and carried on. But this is where I always used to come to get my subs when I lived just down there. So it's good to see there's still something similar at this location. Should invite Action Kid to stream in North Bay. Yeah, I'm sure he'd have a time and a half. Best of the 80s, yeah. It's mostly my memories of the 80s, basically. I remember when that was a different place in 1985. What happened here? And there used to be a gas station on that corner, but it's gone. Looks like that lot is for sale now. I wonder if anything will ever be developed there. No cowboy boots?
No.
No.
She said they get snapped up really fast.
Yeah.
They do like most places.
Geez, who knew that would be such a hot item these days?
They're really trendy right now.
Yeah. I went through a cowboy boot phase when I was a kid.
Really? Do you still have them?
No, but every kid wanted cowboy boots.
Yeah, they're really cool.
When I was young, when I was like 7, 8 years old, that was what everyone wanted, cowboy boots.
Back to that now.
Yep.
In that one shop, he also had those like Harley Davidson biker boots, and they were also so cool. And they're my size, but they're like $100.
Oh.
Which is like a little too much.
Yeah.
A little more than I wanted to spend. But the cowboy boots were like so cool.
Johnny would love North Bay. I don't know about that. On the shady side.
Yeah.
Yeah. See that store up ahead?
Yeah.
It says books.
Yeah.
I used to work there.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Allison the Bookman.
1.5 miles of books.
Yeah. At one time they were billed as the biggest used bookstore in Canada.
Really?
But I don't know how true that is. But they had 100,000 books, they said, inside. Yeah. Because it goes way far back, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
There's the bowling alley. Did you ever go there?
Yeah, a few times. The bowling center. So I didn't work here for very long though, but I've had a few other friends. See how far back it goes there?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it goes all the way back, yeah. I had a few other friends who worked there too. They do have some new books also. It's not all used books, but mostly it is. And this always used to be a spot for some cool little shops here, but now it's all empty.
Well, I'm sure there'll be some.
There used to be like another record store and a bong store. That's the bookstore? Okay, Carl. Yeah, it is an awesome bookstore. I mean, it has tons of stuff in there, some rare things, you know, hard to find books. Yeah. People, I think, come from a long ways sometimes just to shop there. So here's where they're reconstructing the street. I guess we can still walk. Yeah. They're starting here and they're going to work their way along the entirety of Main Street and do a total reconstruction. And this used to be a place called Omer's. It's all empty now, sad to see. And they sold vacuum cleaners, used guitars, and pet food.
That's random.
Yeah. Yeah, it was mostly known for its used guitars, I think. Or maybe to some people it was mostly known for the vacuum cleaners. I don't know. Guess it depends what you're into. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, is that right, Carl? Yeah, see? I think a lot of people are really fond of that bookstore. Recycled treasures. Whoops. I tripped over this thing. Alright, Megan's gonna check out another recycled treasures. Cold pop and butter tarts inside. Well, well, well. Probably not free though. I know, don't wreck myself. Yeah. I tripped over the fencing here, right? On the ground, it kind of sticks out. There you can see North Bay City Hall. Remember, that was built in 1977. Yeah, she's looking for some cowboy boots. David's life. She saw some earlier that she wanted, but before she could get them, somebody already bought them.
Yeah, I'm bummed about that.
Yeah.
They were $30 and they were my size, and somebody snapped them up. And literally he was like, yeah, I know someone just bought them 2 hours ago. Like, damn it.
Sucks.
I'm so bummed about that. Never will I ever find cowboy boots for $30 ever again. They're like, they start at like 80. Like,
Never say never.
no, like they start at 80.
That used to be a movie theater across the street
Oh, really?
called the Odeon, and that's where I saw Back to the Future in 1985 when I met that girl in line and all that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And then it became the Gateway Theater, but now it's a play center or something.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. There's the transit terminal over there again. And speaking of transit, there's a bus. And here's where we went for dinner last night, Cecil's. It was good.
It was really good.
Yep.
Yeah, those were like some of the best fries I've ever had in my life.
Yeah. And back in the day, that was called Wilder's. It was a live music venue where I would go see lots of bands play. And this place here, the Grand Event Center, used to be a nightclub called the Zoo. And before that, it was called Madam's. It was another nightclub. And here's the Cedar Tree Lebanese restaurant. It's open. It was sold, but I guess someone took it over. I guess someone took over the business because it's still open, so that's good to see.
Do you mind if I just like wander around and just do some window shopping for a bit? And
Yeah.
you can just keep streaming. Because
Yeah.
I feel like if I'm walking with you, I kind of feel like pressure to hurry up and stuff because you're
Right.
streaming. So I kind of would just like to take my time and.
Well, how about this?
Browse around.
Once we get up to the corner, I'll just end the stream.
Well, you can keep going. I just thought, then that way you.
Well, because the battery is almost ready to die anyway, so yeah. I'm at like 15% battery.
Yeah, I just thought that maybe we could meet at the cafe or something, or at Greco's, and
'cause-
then that way you can keep going and I can just like go more shots.
That's okay, because we'll have completed the whole circuit once we get to the intersection,
Oh, okay.
right? Yeah. And then we can walk up and down and we can check out everything.
Right.
That's the Performing Arts Center across the street. That used to be a movie theater a long time ago, called the Capitol Theater. What is this? This is new. Himalayan Cafe. I guess it's not open yet. Yeah. All right, so let's cross here. Hello. There's a really awesome mural around the corner of all kinds of Canadian rock stars and musicians and stuff. Do you want to just go there and we'll end the stream there?
How far is it?
Like 5 minutes around the corner.
You can go. I want to just keep going.
Really?
Yeah,
Okay.
I don't really want to do any more tours.
All right.
I'll gonna be like wandering up and down here, but if you want to go and end the stream there.
Okay, I'll just go end the stream and then I'll come and find you, or I'll just text you and ask you where you are. Okay.
Bye, everybody.
So Megan's going to browse. I'm going to take you to a cool spot to end the stream.
Thank you for the birthday wishes, everybody. Super appreciated.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. Okay, I'll see you in a few minutes.
All right.
Okay.
Just be wandering.
Okay. So I figure since I'm here, so close to this mural, I want to just come and take a look at it. All right, so we're at McIntyre Street. We're going to go the other way. And by the way, that's the tallest building in downtown North Bay right there. It's 11 stories. It's a senior citizens residence. No worries, Nancy. I hope you feel better. Yeah, I'm going to end the stream right over here. There's a mural. It's like a wall of Canadian music talent, I guess you could say. Music Legends of Canada? I don't know. So here's the backside of the Capitol Center, the Performing Arts Center. That's where the big stage is and all that. That's why it's so big. But check this out. I showed this last time I was streaming, but there's lots of new subscribers now, and I'm sure lots of people haven't seen this before. But how many faces do you recognize here? Got Gord Downey, Leonard Cohen, Stompin' Tom, you know, Katie Lang, Bruce Coburn, like the list, even Drake is there. The list goes on. There's Gordon Lightfoot, Celine Dion, and look who's up on the top here. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Where's Avril Lavigne? I don't know. Where is she? Bare Naked Ladies. Neil Young. Alanis Morissette. Randy Bachman, Buffy St. Marie over here. And there's Joni Mitchell. I just wanted to end things off. Kind of like one of the neatest things downtown, I think. Stompin' Tom is over there. I showed him. Yeah, he's over there. Yeah, I don't recognize every single person. I recognize most of them though. So I'm going to wrap things up, I think. Thank you, everyone. I'll just make my way back towards Meghan. So I hope you all enjoyed the nice long walk, over 3 hours around North Bay. We started all the way in Birchaven, in the east end of town at my old elementary school. We walked past my childhood home there in that neighborhood. And then all the way downtown and to the waterfront and past a couple of my other old apartments. Stopped in a few shops along the way. So I'm going to take a shortcut up ahead to get back to Main Street, probably whereabouts Meghan is. So thank you all for being awesome in the chat. And thank you to the mods. And thank you to everyone who sent all the very generous support through Super Chat, Super Sticker, PayPal donations. It's all so very much appreciated. And I'll be sure to pass along happy birthday wishes to Meghan from you all again. And we're going to have a nice dinner at Greco's Pizza just a little later. And of course, I'll be streaming again in a few days, 3 or 4 days. Keep an eye out for that. And I'll be premiering a video as usual tomorrow on my channel. I hope you all can catch that as well. I'll be back in Toronto by the time we do our premiere tomorrow. Whoa. So until then, I will continue, and be sure to like, share, and subscribe, and all that good stuff. You know how it goes. I'm gonna walk to Toronto, yeah. Let's just walk to Toronto, why not? Now we're gonna take the bus tomorrow morning at 6:30 a.m. Ugh, not looking forward to that. But have a great day, everyone. I'll see you, as I said, in 3 or 4 days for the next live stream, or tomorrow night during the premiere, or both. So I'm back in that alley now that'll take me to Main Street. Is YouTube acting up? You're not going to walk to Toronto, David's Life? Okay, good. You're a lot closer to Toronto right now in Buffalo than I am here in North Bay, though. It would be one long walk. All right, I'm going to sign off for real now. So thanks again. I will continue. And I'll see you all back in Toronto. Later, everyone. From downtown North Bay. Subscribe.